Hello everyone, and welcome to that mobility class. So as usual, a quick disclaimer. If you are dealing with any kind of injury, please take care of yourself, and if you feel that something is not right for you, please don't do it, or ask me any question you want at the end of the class or in the comments below. I will be delighted to give you an answer and help you with something you're struggling with. Alright, so without any delay, we're going to start. Sitting on the mat, feet and knees hip width apart, meaning where your thigh bone gets into your hip joint, not the outside of your hips, but really where that thigh bone comes inside your hip joint. So that's what hip width apart is. Right, feet flat, feet and knees hip width apart. Find your sit bones, you want to be straight sitting on them. Shoulders on top of the hips. All right, so spine very straight, neck soft and relaxed, and arms straight in front of you. The fingers are reaching forward. Right, and from here we're going to start with a small pelvic curl to warm up the body. Good, so belly button pulling in, and now rolling that pelvis to the back, just a small one, and coming back up. So the movement of the pelvis is giving to the spine the direction where it should go. So I might be moving a certain way and you might be moving a different way, but don't start the movement from your shoulders. Right, belly button in, rolling that pelvis to the back. Belly button in, the spine is rounding, the arms are reaching forward, and let's roll that pelvis back and let's straighten that back again. And again, belly button in, rolling that pelvis back. Arms are reaching forward. You should start to feel a nice stretch around your shoulder blades area and your middle back. And coming back, or your lower back as well. Good, and now, same movement, we're going to bring that lower back down towards the mat. It's going to be a bit more challenging, so we will need our abdominals here. Right, so belly button in, arms reaching forward. Now, if you feel that your feet are starting to lift, like mine, here we go. So we keep going, lower back in. Don't you care about your feet, keep your heels on the mat. And just come back up, bringing your shoulders over your hips again and again. So we exhale to pull that belly in, rolling that lower back to the mat. Don't worry about the feet. Once more, if they lift, they lift, but keep the heels where they are. Lower back down, and you come back up as you exhale again. So it's a short breathe in as you are holding when your lower back is into the floor, and exhale to come back up. Allez, one more. I'm starting to be breathless here. It's a good sign, we're working out. Good, belly button in and exhale, roll, 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 roll. Lower back going down to the mat and keep going. Keep going, feet are soft, we're not gripping anything into the hips. Good, short inhale. And exhale, pull that belly button in and bring those shoulders over the hips. Now, the good news is that we're going to go lower, so the middle back is going to be on the floor. More challenging. So follow my instructions, belly button in, pulling that belly button in as you exhale. Arms are reaching forward, no gripping into the hips, and we roll down, down, down. For you ladies, we're going down to the bra strap. Good, and for you boys, you will have to just imagine what a bra strap feels like on a body. Now, if going as low is difficult for you, you can grab the sides of your thighs. Good, belly button in and just come up, 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 and all the way back up. So you can leave your hands at the back of your thighs as you are rolling all the way down to your middle back. I'm keeping my arms straight. I like a good workout. Good, belly button in, and let's roll that spine all the way down to the mat. belly button is in, arms are reaching forward, and we go down, 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 and we pause for a short inhale, and we go back up again, and again, and again. No tension in the neck and the shoulders. And let's do once more. Belly button in, rolling that spine to the back, and let's go, 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 go. Always try to smile, it makes everything much easier, especially today. It's a beautiful day, very sunny, and we roll all the way down to the mat. I'm just going to adjust myself. We keep the feet and the knees hip width apart. Arms are pressed by the side. Right, we're going to do a quick hamstring stretch. So, bringing your right knee to your chest and grabbing, you can interlace your fingers, grabbing the back of that right leg. Shoulders are soft and relaxed. The belly button is neutral for the moment. It's going to be engaged in a short moment. Now, we don't want to pull that knee using the shoulders like so, okay? We want to keep the shoulder blades flat on the floor. If you want to keep your left leg bent, that's very fine. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can extend that left leg, point the toes, or flex your ankle. It's all up to you, okay? Good. Now, as you exhale, belly button in without lifting your tailbone up. So try to keep that tailbone pressing into the ground. Pull that knee to your chest. So you should feel a nice stretch at the front of your left thigh. Pulling that right knee to you. And now bring the sole of your right foot to the ceiling. So your right foot is parallel to the ceiling, unless you don't have a flat ceiling and it's another shape. But you understand what I mean. Right, so we pull that knee, and now, keeping that knee bent, we're going to extend that right leg. You do what you can. If your leg stays bent, that's okay. But I want you to feel a nice stretch at the back of your right leg. Good, and we release. We're going for 6 and 5, and extend, nice, and bend, and 4, great, and bend, and 3, oh my god, it's pulling here, and bend, and 2, no tension in the shoulders. We're using the back muscles and the abdominals to hold that leg up, okay, and we bend, and the last one, and extend, and now just pull that leg to you a little more, just for a little burn. Great, and bend that knee, bring the leg down, bring the left leg back, extend or keep the right leg bent, flex or point your right ankle, and bring that left knee to your chest. All right, a good reset yourself. Left foot parallel to the ceiling. With your arms, pull that left knee to your chest and leave it there. Now, extend that leg up to the ceiling. Oh my goodness, my left leg is always very tight. Good, and we bend, and 5, and we hold, and bend, and 4, ooh la la, and we bend, and 3, great, shoulders are relaxed. I just caught myself lifting my shoulders a little bit. That's because my left leg is always tighter. So even Pilates instructor can find solution and compensation. Good, and let's do 2 more, and 2. The good thing is to stay aware and to do the good corrections. Good, and the last one, we keep that leg extended and we pull that leg for a few seconds. Fabulous. We bend the leg, we bring it down to the floor. Now we're going to go into our pelvic curl. So feet and knees staying hip width apart. So we want to feel all the toes and the center of your heels pushing into the ground without tucking your tailbone or moving your pelvis at all. So while you want your feet to be pressing into the ground so that you don't slide away from your feet. It's very important to have that feeling of squeezing something between your heels and your sit bones. Now, you want your knees to stay parallel. While you are doing your pelvic curl, you don't want to open your knees out. I am exaggerating now, but it happens that when you start to lift your pelvis up, that your knees go out. Okay, so please press your big toes as you start to lift into the ground. Great, let's start that. So 3 pelvic curls for a start. So hip bones to the belly button. So we push that belly button down to the spine. Now, we started with a neutral pelvis, meaning that we have a little gap under the back. So we're not arching the back like so, or we're not imprinting the lower back into the floor as we start. Okay, so the starting position is a neutral spine. All right, good. We're pressing those arms down. The arms are very important into the lift because they support the whole body. Okay, right, belly button pulling in, hip bones, those little bones here coming towards your belly button. Now your lower back is pushing into the ground and your tailbone is lifting off the floor. Good, and we carry on lifting that pelvis. Now the spine is starting to lift. We keep the flexion into the spine. You don't want to lift with a straight spine, and we push that pelvis up. So we don't want to push the ribcage up like so. We want to keep a soft and neutral ribcage. Remember that the knees are not allowed to open out. They stay parallel. And now we want to push that pelvis as much as we can while we keep the arms down on the ground. We hold, we inhale, and as we exhale, we start to go down from the breastbone, vertebrae after vertebrae, going all the way down to your tailbone. And remember that connection of your heels to your sit bones. We don't want to slide away from the feet. Allez, 2 more. Hip bones to the belly button going down to the spine. The pelvis starts to roll up and the spine follows. The arms are pushing down as we lift, we hold, we inhale. And exhaling from the breastbone, rolling that spine down, down and down. And finally, the tailbone, right. Let's do 1 more. And again. Hip bones to the belly button, that belly button going down to the spine, and we lift that spine up. Great. So if you look from where you are here in the bridge position, if you look at your knees, you should see a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. And inhale and exhale, roll that spine down, belly button in. Assist your descent to the ground. You don't want to just fall down heavily on the ground. Okay, so we're going to keep our pelvic curl, but we're going to add the arms to it. Good, arms pressing down, hip bones to the belly button, and we lift that pelvis up. Good, from here, as we inhale, we bring those arms all the way over the head. And as we exhale, we circle the arms around, and inhale, bring your arms over your head again. That pelvis is staying where it is. It's not dropping down as we are doing the arm circles. And we don't want the shoulder blades to just lift to the ears. We want the shoulder blades to stay down. Right. And we exhale, we roll that spine down, down, down. And inhale, bring your arms back down towards your hips, and 2 more. Hip bones to the belly button, rolling that spine up, and up. As we pause, we inhale, we bring the arms over the head, and exhale, big circle with the arms, and inhale, bring those arms over your head again, and exhale, rolling that spine down. Oh my God, that feels so good. My bum is working so hard. Great, and inhale, bring your arms back. 1 more time, guys. I hope you are enjoying this as much as I enjoy it, Pilates is such a delight, and moving your body is amazing, especially when you have the ability to do it and when you want to have the ability to do it. So just carry on with your efforts. Hip bones to your belly button, lower back imprinting into the floor, lifting that spine vertebrae after vertebrae, pelvis is up, rib cage is neutral. Inhale, bring your arms over your head and big circle with your arms, and bring your arms over your head again, leave them there and just roll that spine down, down and down. Fabulous, people. Right, so from here we keep the arms over the head, we bring the arms out to the T position, and from there we cross the right leg over the left leg. Right, now that we have crossed that right leg over the left leg, the arms are pressed into the ground and we roll the knees to the left. Now, as we roll the knees to the left, we don't want to bring that right rib cage along with us. We want to keep it flat on the ground. And exhale, bring the legs back, and inhale, bring your knees to your right. Same thing here, we don't want to drag along those left ribs together with us. They stay on the ground. And exhale, bring the legs back. Inhale to your left. It feels good, right? Especially in the lower back. What a nice stretch. And exhale, come back. And roll the knees to your right. And exhale to come back. Use those abdominals. And once more on each side, the arms are still anchored on the ground. Good. And exhale to come back. And inhale to your to the right. I'm losing my sense of orientation here. And exhale to come back. Right. As we don't want to be lopsided, we're going to do the other side. So left leg over the right, and we roll the knees to the right. Ooh. It's always a bit different when you change sides. There's always a side that is tighter than the other. And exhale, bring those legs back, and inhale to your left. And exhale to come back. And inhale to your right. That's not my spine creaking, that's my floor. I'm sorry, I have a very, very noisy floor. And exhale to come back. And inhale to your left. And exhale to come back. And once more on each side, so inhale to your right. And exhale to come back to center, and inhale to your left for the last time. That was so good. And we come back to center, we uncross the legs, we bring the right knee to the chest, the left knee to the chest. Right, so your hands are on top of your knees. As you exhale, you pull your knees to you. The tailbone is going to lift off the floor. And we circle the legs away. We inhale to pull the legs away, to push the legs away. And exhale to pull the legs in. And circle. And again, pull the legs in. Circle them out. And bring them to you. And now we're going to reverse the circles. Push the legs away. And exhale to bring them to you. No massive effort from your shoulders, so you don't want those shoulders to get tight or tensed as you are doing the circle. So it's mainly abdominals and back muscles. Good, and let's do one more, guys. Circle, pull the knees to you and push away and pull those knees to you. Give yourself a big hug. Right, from here, hands under your head, elbows in your peripheral vision. Good, and bring your feet down to the floor, feet and knees hip width apart. Pelvis in a neutral position, and we're starting our chest curl series. And we're going to do about 6. So as you exhale, lift that chest up Try to keep your pelvis neutral. You don't want the pelvis to drop down, or you don't want to overarch your upper body. Good, so from here we inhale to hold, and exhale to bring the chest back. And again, exhale, curl that chest up. That belly button is going down towards the spine. You don't want to bread your abdominals. You don't want to have like a little pouch over your abdominals, meaning that you are gripping your abdominals and pushing your abdominals up to the ceiling. We don't want that. We want that belly button to go down to the spine. Good, and go back. And exhale, curl that chest up. Inhale to hold, and exhale to come back. Great, let's do 3 more. Exhale, curl that chest up. No tension in the shoulders and the neck. And bring that chest back down. So as you exhale to bring your chest up, you don't want to look at your belly button, you want to look right above your knees. Okay? Looking at your belly button will put a lot of tension in your neck and your shoulders. And go back down, and let's do 1 more. And exhale, curl that chest up. Inhale to hold. And exhale to come back down. Right, obliques. We keep the hands under the head. Elbows in the peripheral vision. Pelvis in a neutral position. Now, as we exhale to lift that chest up, we lift in the direction of the right knee. So we don't want to over-rotate the rib cage. Okay, so you don't want to go towards the floor. You want to go towards that right knee and lift as much as you can into the diagonal. Good, inhale to hold. Exhale to come back down. And exhale, we're going to the left and lift. The hips are staying squared. You don't want your hips to shift. And coming back. And exhale to the right. We're starting to work here. It's starting to burn. And we go to the left. And coming back down. And number 3 to the right. And hold, inhale. And exhale to come back down. And exhale, curling that chest up to the left. Inhale to hold. And exhale to come back. And exhale to your right. Are we enjoying? Yes, we are. And we're coming back down. And exhale to your left. And coming back down. Let's do 2 more on each side. I can't remember whether we did 3 or 4, but it doesn't matter. And exhale. Lift your chest to your right. And coming back down. Exhale. Lift your chest to your left. Inhale to hold. Exhale to come back down. And let's do 1 more on each side. Exhale, curl that chest up, inhale to hold. And coming back down. And the last one on the left. Remember that your knees are not allowed to roll out here. The big toes are pushing into the floor to keep the connection in between your thighs. And we're coming back down. Okay. Right, pressing your arms down by your side. Moving your feet slightly away from your pelvis. Pelvis in a neutral position. We bring the right leg to tabletop and the left leg to tabletop. And we still have the knees and the feet hip width apart. So here, we don't want to have the feet poorly dropping down. We want to have the feet in line with your knees and your knees in line with your hips. There is a little gap under your lower back and your rib cage is nicely into the floor. Okay, so we don't want to be in that type of position. All right, so everything is nicely aligned. We press the arms down, and from there we're going to bring the right toes down to the floor and exhale, bring that leg back up and left toes down and coming back up. Now as you bring your right toes down over left, it's very important that you keep that leg in the L shape. So meaning that you just don't want to drop the leg down like this. Here we don't have any movement into the hips, so we can't strengthen the abdominals, right? So you want to keep that leg in the same shape and bring your leg down. Then using your abdominals to bring that leg back up. All right, good. So we keep the knees Still, we don't want any movement here. All right, so we're going to start again. It's better. Good. Toe tap with the right and exhale to come back. Toe tap with the left and exhale to come back. And to the right again and coming back. No funny business into the hips. We don't want the pelvis to roll forward and backwards. And let's do one more on each side. Right toes down, exhaling to coming back, and left toes down and exhale to come back. Great. Same movement with the legs. And now we're going to have the arms joining our little game. Right, so as the right toes go down, the left arm goes over the head. And we exhale, we bring everything back. As the left toes go down, we bring the right arm over the head. Watch your rib cage, guys. We don't want that rib cage to arch like so. Okay, so touching the floor with your arm is not mandatory. So you can have that arm a little higher than the floor so that you keep your rib cage flat. Good, and we exhale to come back. So right toes, left arm, and exhale to come back. Left toes, right arm, and exhale to come back. Shoulders stay away from your ears, not the floor. And right toes, left arm, and coming back up. No movement in the pelvis. Left toes, right arm, and bring everything back. Good. Keeping your legs to tabletop, bring your arms back down to your hips. And from here, we're going to open that right knee out and exhale to come back. Open the left and exhale to come back. So here it's very important to understand one thing. When we are opening that right leg to the side, we don't want to have any rotation in the hip. Okay, so we want to keep those inner thighs working. So, as you open your right leg out, you don't want to see your foot, your right foot, straight in front of you. Seeing your foot straight in front of you means that you have a rotation in your hips. So try to keep an eye on that and keep the control of the movement. Allez, start over again. 3 times on each side. Inhale, open that right knee out and exhale, bringing it back. Inhale, open the left knee out and exhale to come back. These exercises are really good for the lower abs. Right leg opening and exhale to come back. Left leg opening and exhale to come back. Let's do one more on each side. Right leg opening. Left hip staying very heavy on the ground. Left leg not moving. I'm losing my words. And left leg opening. Right leg staying still. Right hip staying still. And exhale to come back. Fantastic. Let's have the arms joining the party. So arms up, right over your shoulders and palms facing each other. Good. So as we open that right knee out, we open the left arm down to the floor on the side and exhale to come back. Good. Left leg, right arm opening. Keep that trunk very still. Right leg, left arm and exhale to come back. Left knee, right arm and exhale to come back. Right knee, left arm and exhale to come back. And left knee, right arm and exhale to come back. Keep everything as it is, and now we open both legs and both arms and we open and exhale to come back. And 2 and exhale to come back. So when you're coming back, it's like you're holding, squeezing something in between your arms and your legs, and when you open, it's like you're stretching resistance band with your knees and your arms. And we exhale to come back, and let's do 3 more. Inhale to open and exhale to come back, and 2 more. Inhale to open and exhale to come back, and the last one. Inhale to open and exhale to come back. Fabulous. Bring your knees to your chest for a quick lower back stretch. And now we're going to get into our high kneeling side bend. I'm starting to be very disheveled here. Well, we do it real. Okay, so here we are in the center of our mat or wherever you are. Feet and knees are hip width apart. So if you want to open it a little wider, that's also possible. Good, so we're going to start with our right leg. So we extend that right leg out. The right leg is in line with your right hip. So you can either have your right toes facing forward or your right toes open to the side. That's perfectly fine. Just keep your left knee under your left hip. So you don't want to be in that sort of position, okay? So you want to keep that left knee under your left hip and keep a straight spine. Now we open the arms out to the T position. The arms are really reaching out. And from here we're going to side bend to the right, bringing that right arm in front of your left hip. The arms are trying to be as straight as possible. The shoulders are away from your ears. And we're pushing that left rib cage up and above without moving the hips or the legs. And we come back to the starting point and we side bend to the left here as well. We're keeping the arms straight. Your left arm comes to your right leg. Good, and coming back to center and side bending to the right. Oh my God. And coming back to center and side bending to the left. Try not to lose your balance. Coming back to center and side bending to your right. Woof! Last one on the left and side bending. Fabulous. Keep your arms open to the T position. From here we're going to lift the right toes off the floor. Flex your ankle and now rotation of the chest towards the leg, the right leg. We try to keep the hips as square as possible, but if they come along, that's fine. Press your left shin, the left shin, down on the ground. Now from here, we're going to bend over that right leg. So you don't want to be doing this, you want to keep a straight spine. So if you need blocks under your hands, just do that. And if you can go, just go. We want to send the tailbone away to the back and send the crown of the head away to the front. Good, and we bend over that leg. Breastbone is shining forward and we hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the more you send your tailbone away, the more you will feel a stretch into your right leg. I think I was at 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now very gracefully we lift everything up, arms reaching forward, and we open the chest back to center. Right, so we bring that leg back, that right leg back, and we're going to do the left. Okay, so straight left leg, right hip under the, left knee under the right hip. So remember that you can either open your toes out to the side or they can be facing forward. Hips are squared, arms into the T position, and we're bending to the left, arms straight. That rib cage is not rotated forward, but it's open to the side. So we want to push that right rib cage up and above and reaching with that right arm as much as we can. Good, and we come back to center and we wheel over to the right side, keeping the arms straight, shoulders are away from your ears. Good, and we wheel back to the left. Oh my God. And we wheel back to the right. Abdominals are working hard. And again, once more on each side, to your left. Ooh. And center. And to your right again. Good. And we're coming back to center. Right, so from here, left toes off the floor, rotation of the chest to the left leg. Now we bend over, remember that you can have blocks under your hands. And we keep that spine as straight as possible, pushing your tailbone away to the back and sending the crown of the head to the front. We have a very long spine. Good, and we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we lay very gracefully, arms facing forward. And we bring the arms back and the chest back. We bring that left leg back. We turn to face the mat. And the class with me wouldn't be a class with me if we didn't have a downward dog. You know how much I love that downward dog. Okay, so let's get on our fours. Knees under the pelvis, wrists under the shoulders. We curl the toes under and we push that pelvis up to the ceiling. Adjust your feet if you have to, and if you have to bend your knees here, that's perfectly fine. We take what is available to us and we do the best we can. And if we have restrictions in the body, it's always a work in progress. That's the best way to take it. Good, and we hold, we send those sit bones up and above. We try to stretch the back of those legs as much as we can. Now, the shoulders are away from your ears. It will help you to send your tailbone away. Good, now rolling your shoulders over your wrists and bring your knees back down, and we come back to our perfect all fours. And guess what? We have 2 more downward dog to do. And we push that pelvis up. And we hold. You can walk your feet if you want to stretch those calves a bit. I really, really love the downward dog. Or the up stretch for the Pilates repertoire. I should use up stretch more often as I am a Pilates teacher. So we want to push that chest to the thighs. And now we roll the shoulders over the wrists and we bring those knees back down. Right, guys, let's do one more because we really love that. And we push the sit bones up. We bring the chest to the thighs, pushing the heels down to the floor. Keep your knees bent if you need to. And we hold, no tension in the shoulders and the neck. You should be able to speak very easily without any struggle. Perfect. Rolling those shoulders over the wrist and bringing those knees down. And I believe that's us for today. I really enjoyed doing that class with you. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I'll see you next time. So remember that I am always available for your questions. So drop me a line in the comments below or somewhere. I must have my email or on my Instagram account. Well, whatever you want to use. Well, you have a great day and thank you again for joining me. See you later. Bye.